All right, it is the rundown for Monday, November 15th, 2021. Smitty, Rico, me, we are talking about all things rundown. Hi, Tommy.
Hey, Brad.
Oh, fantastic. Brought to you today by Dat Chat. Dat Chat is an awesome new social networking and messaging app that has a bunch of us here at Barstool. We are now using it. It's a great place for us to interact with our fans, even yours, the faceless pieces of shit that they are. Comment, like, messages, and chat with Barstool Sports talent, including you. Talk about the biggest sports games on TV. Bachelor with Cutting Stems, Kelly, Rhea, Fran, and Trent. Pop culture with Chicks in the Office. Well, they got all up in this ad read, didn't they? Wow. Okay. Conspiracy theories with the macrodosing guys and so much more across all of our franchises. Go download the app now, Dat Chat. Make sure to join our show page to talk all things unnecessary roughness, bench mob, all the things that he does, cracking aces.
Somebody's got to keep the lights on here, Brandon.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. In fact, you're the only, well, no, Nate's here too, but some of the cracking aces never quite made it back from Vegas.
Oh?
Oh.
Jake Toole made it back today. I believe he finished 67th in the World Series of Poker main event. And
are you
he's coming
allowed?
back today.
I don't really care, but are you allowed to? Don't they not want you to? Like, don't you have to sign something that says who finishes where?
No, it's all public.
No non-disclosure?
Now it's all. They used to wait and like air it live.
Download Dat Chat for iPhone and Android in the app stores right
Don't they
now, or
not
go to
wanna know who wins?
datchat.com/Barstool to get more info and download Dat Chat.
It's not like
D-A-T-C-H-A-T.
It's not like The Bachelor or Survivor. It's all live streamed.
I could see where it would
Is
be like
it?
that.
No, back in the day, it was they would film it and then they would wait to air it who actually won.
They are still going to air it on ESPN, right?
CBS.
Or whatever,
I will be
yeah.
on the feature table day one.
Really?
Yeah, the one day I played.
But when are they airing the World Series of Poker? Final tables.
That's going on now. They play it straight there. They used to cut it and
yeah, they
then
used
do
to cut
like
it
the
and
November
do it.
9.
Yeah.
But
okay.
it was still
so
live.
It wasn't crazy. It's
No,
a mix of both.
Kind of was, but
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, you weren't.
it's okay.
You weren't
It's
right.
very rare he rules on. Wait, you saying I wasn't right?
I have no idea.
You said what I said.
You were
Back
about to
then, they
turn
used
on
to
me,
cut it.
though, but you were trying to turn on
No, I
me
said
as you
it's
thought I was
very
turning on you.
rare you agree with me, and it sounded like you agreed with me.
I'm not sure I did. Doesn't really matter. All right, rundown stuff. So NFL over the weekend, and it has resulted in one of the worst arguments I've ever heard in this Barstool office. All day, Stephen Shea's been over here with Dave and Coley and fights, and none of them are here right now, but they've been arguing about Mac Jones and Tom Brady. And Patriots won yesterday 45-7, right? And that's very good. Dave and the Boston guys are convinced Mac Jones is going to the Hall of Fame. Can't we all tell them collectively to pump their brakes a little bit? Am I the only one?
Given the history of the Patriots, I wouldn't say pump your brakes just yet. Anything's possible.
What, they produced one Hall of Fame quarterback. It's Tom Brady. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. Does that mean it's going to happen again?
You're not putting Drew
Yeah, but
Bledsoe
you're
in the Hall of Fame?
contradicting what you're saying.
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
He's not?
Is he?
I don't think so.
He would be in there already if he were going to go.
Would he?
He's been out of the league
For 10 years.
12 years.
Okay.
You only have to be out 5, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so correct. So he's not in the Hall of
Yeah,
Fame.
right. I don't think he's Hall of Fame.
Mac
You
Jones
think
was
he's Hall of
19
Fame
of
worthy?
23 yesterday
Michael
for
Bishop, not a
190
Hall of
yards.
Famer?
Mac Jones is the best rookie quarterback so far.
Right.
And he has shown that he is ready to be a pro quarterback, and the Patriots are a good football team. That being said, Dave's a little overboard with this Mac Jones Hall of Fame stuff. It's crazy. It's wild.
It's Dave. He's allowed to do it.
And the only
What are
one
you
that's
gonna
going to go
You
against
can
the
be
Boston.
excited for your team. You
Yeah.
thought Mississippi State was going to go to the fucking national championship if they beat LSU
That's not true at all. First of all, we didn't beat LSU this year. They beat
2
us.
years ago.
It's fine. Everybody thought
Look,
that.
Mac
That first game, you were going nuts.
Mac Jones was what, 19 for 23
Yeah,
for like a
just said it.
$190 or something like that.
They're
Yeah.
winning games with their running game and defense.
And defense, yes.
They're
and
right in the mix in the AFC.
But they
I'll
are
say
Head
good.
that.
They
coach,
are.
that's quite possibly the greatest head coach of all time.
I don't think that's quite possible. I think he is the greatest coach of all time. But yeah, that's arguable, I guess. I guess. But he is still there. And Tom Brady yesterday, like, I don't say this is the end. I won't even say anything like that. But they laid an egg.
Tom Brady may not lose another game in his career after yesterday. Did you see Clem's blog about
Yes.
the Giants next Monday night? Like, Giants lose by 100 Monday Night Football next week.
He answered 2 questions in the press conference.
Who did, Tom Brady
Yeah,
or
walked
Clem?
up. He's like, let's hurry this up. Make it. I think the quote was, make it quick.
Oh, so he's ready to get back to business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Or he's pissed off at the team, which is the underlying, but
I doubt that.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
playing devil's advocate.
Line is 11.5 right now. Responsibly look
for the
at it.
Giants.
Yeah.
So speaking of NFL, speaking of responsible business decisions, Teddy Bridgewater seemed to make one yesterday when he was up against the Eagles. Darius Slay picked up a fumble and
You
just
wanted no part of that.
just ran right by him. Just a little 160-pound defensive back just ran right by Teddy Bridgewater, and Bridgewater said, nope. thank you. Didn't even try to tackle him. Smitty, it was against your team.
Yeah, look, I understand he had an injury that almost cost him his leg and career a couple years ago. It's a business decision, clearly. But the Broncos are in a playoff hunt. That was the game, essentially the season. You got to do something. It's not Jerome Bettis lining up Oklahoma drill style and ready to take your dick off.
No, your business is winning football games, too.
Well, that, but, it's Darius Slay, and you have an angle on him. It's kind of like a sideline drill.
Right.
And you don't need to, bull rush him and take him out. No. Just put a hand on him.
Put your non-throwing arm out there. Do something.
Do something.
At least slow him down, and somebody else can do the meat of it.
And I'm a Teddy Bridgewater guy. I like him.
Dive and roll
Christ.
Something. Not what he did.
Yeah.
What he did was pretty wild. Although I think there's video today that Tom Brady did the same thing yesterday. Maybe not as noticeable.
I mean, if Tom Brady does that, that's the only person in the universe that could get an excuse. Teddy Bridgewater did the Olay bullshit, a reference that you obviously don't get. And he should
Major League. It's Major League, you dumb fuck. You don't think I'm going to get Major League? Don't give me this Olay.
He has the
little
VHS.
shit. Look, I took one of those in the eye last year. I'm not about to risk my sight. Fuck you coming in here trying to do a Major League bit, and I don't get it. Who the fuck do you think I am?
He's old.
Yeah. You're pulling out Hans
You don't
and
know
Franz.
Major League?
I know Major League.
Saturday Night Live.
That's the
Well, I don't
same
know
year.
that now.
Hans and Franz was 89, so was Major League.
I don't know.
Pretty sure
Somebody
Whitney
say,
Houston had a number
somebody
one
say
hit
you're
in
past your
89.
prime.
Pull that
She
up.
was more 88. 87, 88 was more her. She didn't really have much in 89. She was
Yeah?
between albums. She didn't have another album until
All right.
1991. I'm Your Baby Tonight came
Okay.
out. 89 is my year. I was 10 years old.
That's a Whitney year.
I was
It's a Whitney
10 years old.
It's also a Taylor year.
R.I.P.
Interesting.
Not to Taylor.
She's
to
still
Whitney.
alive. She's very alive.
Whitney's not.
No, Taylor
Taylor
Swift is
Swift.
alive.
Yeah, but I was R.I.P. and Whitney.
Yes,
1989.
Whitney's a hell of a lot more talented than Taylor Swift.
You're about to get stabbed.
I don't.
Yeah, you are.
They're not even in the same
Oh, my
ballpark.
God.
Whitney Houston way more talented than fucking Taylor Swift.
I'm a Whitney guy, but don't get us stabbed. all
Taylor
right?
Swift is fine. She's good, but we're talking about Whitney Houston, one of the greatest singers of all time.
Look,
I don't care what these little bitches
look,
around here
Whitney
think.
Houston,
Oh
one of the
my
greatest national anthems ever recorded.
1991 Super Bowl.
One of the
Ended the Gulf
greatest,
War.
one of the greatest wedding songs of all time.
That wasn't her song, but okay.
Which one?
I Will Always Love You.
No.
No, Christ.
You're talking about the greatest love of all? What are you talking about?
No.
Dance with somebody.
That's not a wedding song. It's a wedding reception song. There's a difference. There's a difference.
That's semantics.
That's not semantics.
Yes, it is.
No,
you
wedding
say
song
you're going to
implies
a
the
wedding.
wedding, not the reception.
Who's
You're talking
playing I Will Always Love You during the fucking wedding?
Shit, in the 90s, every motherfucker was. I'm telling
This
you.
guy.
You're wrong. I'm right. Wedding song, you
gotta
can't say
remember,
that.
They have cut up turkey sandwiches and a punch bowl at his weddings. So they do things a little different. You get a toaster, you don't get envelopes. It's in a VFW. You gotta remember who you're talking to.
Taylor Swift, very talented. I'm just putting that
Taylor
stuff.
Swift is remarkably
I'm
talented.
personally
She's
a
a very
Swiftie.
talented girl. She's
I'm
not
a
Whitney
Swiftie.
Houston, though. That's all I'm saying.
Get him, Keegs.
I'm not.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Taylor
wanna
Swift
repeat that
is,
again?
Everybody, Taylor Swift.
Swift is a great
Whitney
artist.
Houston.
She is not Whitney Houston talented. I'm sorry. Whitney Houston is a once in a lifetime.
the
No,
dog.
God damn it.
Whitney Houston wrote 0 of her own songs.
Who gives a shit? She was the best singer of all time.
What's that? So she just let other people do all the work for her and took all the credit.
Anybody else? Just take the mic.
Brandon, you're the fucking worst.
Just take the mic back.
What makes you say that?
It wasn't an invitation to have fucking Nate on camera.
He's not on camera. He's
Earthworm looking motherfucker. All right. All right, let Keeks have the mic.
You
There
just
we go.
called Nate an
This one-
I'll talk for 2
earthworm,
this
seconds.
one will play.
motherfucker.
This Whitney Houston argument is stupid. It's just stupid.
What's
I don't know.
stupid about it?
It's you can't really compare the two because Taylor Swift is not just like a singer. She's also a songwriter. She's also
Very
a
talented at
director.
what she
She's
does.
also
She's not director.
a goddess, a queen, our Lord and Savior. Like, there's just a lot of things I can say about Taylor
That's a
Swift
little
that I
much,
wouldn't
don't you
necessarily. I
think?
think Whitney Houston's also amazing. No, I don't think it's a little much. I think that Whitney Houston is also amazing separately. But that's all I'm going to say about this because anybody that has any opinion on Taylor Swift without actually knowing anything about it, I don't respect at all, and you are included in that.
No, she's a talented
listen.
person. She's
That's
not
it.
Whitney
I'm a
Houston.
Keeks.
I don't trust
You're
no,
gonna wake up
no,
and
no,
bitch.
no.
You're gonna
That's
wake up
it.
and
That's
ditch
it.
Why are
tomorrow.
people so angry over Taylor Swift?
Because I don't like all the injustices happening in this office today. Like everybody's talking like,
All
oh,
I'm
maybe
saying-
Jake Gyllenhaal was right. Well, fuck off. Like you don't even know.
I don't know who Jake Gyllenhaal is.
We'll figure it out.
No, but I'm just saying Taylor Swift is great. Whitney Houston belongs on the Mount Rushmore of female singers.
I actually agree.
Right, thank you.
Nate
Thank
said
you.
you're
Somebody
just
with
stupid.
some
In
sense in
case,
here.
I'm a
in
Whitney
case you
guy.
didn't hear
You can't
that,
say-
that was Nate saying you're just stupid.
No,
Just
I
in
heard
ca-
that, but
Taylor's
publicity,
getting close.
Alyssa said that she agrees with me.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston is Whitney Houston.
How could you compare Whitney Houston, who belts out these amazing notes,
the
to Taylor
most beautiful
Swift.
voice of our lifetime.
They're
Have you-
kind
have
of
you
not
heard Taylor
comparable,
Swift
to
sing?
be honest. One's a pop star,
Listen,
one's a
I'm a
ballad
Whitney
singer.
guy. It's a fucking.
Taylor Swift
it's
is a
Ali
performer
Frazier.
and a writer and everything.
It's-
She's not a singer
you
like
tell me
Whitney
one way or
Houston.
the other. It's right there.
Nate,
She's not a
anything?
singer like Whitney Houston.
Nate, you got-
Get back to the
Nate,
NFL.
come on. Back up.
Get back to the NFL.
All right.
you got anything else, Brandon? About Nate?
No, I'm
Nate,
good with
about
Nate. We're fine.
Packers.
You
won.
look good in those pants. I like those pants.
You call him
win.
an earthworm Jim looking motherfucker.
I did not say that. I didn't say Jim. Earthworm looking motherfucker. All right.
Packers covered.
Packers covered.
What did he
Steelers
say?
Lions had a tie yesterday. Teddy Bridgewater Chiefs are kind of back. Dave won $500,000. What are you doing?
Why have you upset this whole office? I just walked over here and everyone said that you're.
Kelly's mad.
what he does.
Kelly's mad defending Taylor Swift. Nate
Okay.
doesn't like me, so he wanted to get on camera. I don't know.
I just walked over here, sat down there, like your co-host is bullying everybody.
If y'all
Rico's
think
saying
that's
yes.
getting bullied, y'all are a bunch of pussies. That wasn't bullying. We're having a conversation up here. We're having a conversation.
Okay, I just wanted to check. Just want to check in, make sure you're all right.
Kelly, we're having a respectful disagreement about. Right, correct. Nobody bullied Kelly. She didn't bully me. We had a respectful disagreement.
As opposed when you normally
I
talk
warned
with
him.
him.
He's like, Whitney's more talented than Taylor. I'm like, I'm a Whitney guy, but don't start that fight. We're gonna get stabbed. And he proceeded to whip out his knife.
What did you and Nate fight about?
I don't know. Nate, you want to come defend Taylor Swift some more? Okay.
No.
Gave the finger.
Flip me the bird.
Record show, Nate gave the finger.
All right.
AFC is wide open.
AFC's wide open. I think
NFC
the
is
NFC.
top heavy. You see the Vikings or Saints or Falcons making a run in the playoffs?
Of course I could.
Like I only think it's 4 or 5 teams in the NFC.
But how many in the AFC? How many in the AFC legitimately could you see
But I
making a
think
run?
they're all
The Titans,
more,
the Bills, the
I
Pats.
think they're way more
Chiefs now.
interchangeable.
Titans,
Chiefs
Bills,
can beat
Pats,
anybody.
Chiefs,
But they're all
Ravens,
you get what I'm
perhaps.
saying?
I guess
They're all
that's fine.
interchangeable.
And I'm missing somebody obvious.
And they're not great. That's why they're all interchangeable.
It's
Like
one
the
of
NFC,
those,
if it's
whoever
not-
gets home field is going to.
But I don't think in the NFC there's-
if it's not Arizona, Dallas, Green Bay,
Tampa.
Tampa, or the Rams,
That's fine. You name 5 in both conferences.
Checks out.
right? I'm saying if those 5 are elite, the AFC, it seems like they're all more interchangeable.
Okay. College football. So we had Michigan. They passed a big test this week.
He agreed with me on Pick Central. Now he's flipping it.
No.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's-
he does it for the cameras. He plays it up.
Well, we are on camera.
Those top 5 in the NFC.
We were on camera at Pick Central,
there's-
too.
It's not possible anybody else wins.
Nobody
the
was
NFC.
watching, but we were on camera.
Nobody else wins
Fair.
the NFC. AFC is, I guess.
I think it's a little.
But anybody can make.
It's going to be a momentum game, especially in the AFC. Whoever gets that bye week.
I think the Chiefs-
only one team gets a bye week. Again.
I think
That's
the
gonna be
Chiefs are a
huge.
team to watch right now. If they get rolling,
Fair.
They'll
they
probably
can
win
start
that
building some
side.
momentum that would be interesting and hard to deal with. So Michigan with a big win sets up a huge game in a couple of weeks as long as they get through. As long as Ohio State gets through Michigan State, Ohio State looked the best they've looked all year.
Who else does Michigan have?
Michigan just has Maryland on the road this week, which you assume they're going to handle that business. We could be looking at the biggest Michigan-Ohio State game in half a decade. I don't think Michigan can beat Ohio State, but it's certainly it's now looking like a playoff game, basically. It could be.
Still for not because.
Where
of-
would it rank ever? 06, right? I mean, I'm dating myself.
The
90s
42-39
and-
game in 06 was big, and then the game in 2016, which was that the fourth down
Right.
game?
That's the one I assume you're saying
Yeah.
half a decade. So obviously that one. But I say, I think 06 is bigger than that one. Probably the third biggest or second biggest.
Oh,
I've been there
I
now.
think 06 took a hit when Ohio State came out of that game and got the shit beat out of them by Florida. Remember when we argued when they were arguing that maybe Ohio State should play Michigan again because it was 42-39? They put Florida in instead, and Florida just walked the fucking dog on Ohio
And
State.
you don't think the same thing could happen here, either by Ohio State or Michigan winning and then
because
just
Georgia's
getting
the best team
waxed
in the
by
country.
No,
Georgia?
but what you're saying means that doesn't mean anything. The biggest impact of what it means to Ohio State and Michigan doesn't matter what they do after that.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
like
you're probably right.
one of those two teams gets to go to the final. That's a big deal.
I think the biggest
What
news
happens
that
after
happened on
that
Saturday was it happened in the gambling house, and our own Big T just absolutely owned the shit out of Rico. That's a good jacket, Vibbs.
It's a
What are we
great
doing?
jacket. Indiana State.
It was
You
a
didn't know that.
fantastic jacket. Huh?
What are we doing?
Indiana State.
This is why I'm on it. What are we doing?
Sycamores, 1979.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost.
Right. Do you know the score? 75-64.
Okay.
Against
Probably
Michigan
still call him
State?
Irving.
1979. Game was on tape delay.
Yeah.
What,
Didn't think
what,
you earned
what
the
city was it in?
respect to call it magic.
Salt Lake City.
Utah. Yeah, I learned that
Yeah.
on the dozen.
You think Utah's a city? So Big T owned Rico over the weekend. Big T took a seat on the front row, and Rico couldn't handle it, and Rico broke a mic, threw a mic down.
Yeah, come in. Come on. All right, bro. What is that? Is that okay with Terry?
Just say that again. I'm gonna hit you with a microphone.
Oh, are you?
Are you right with the fucking microphone?
Are you?
You better fucking sanction this. That's your fucking
Sanction
problem.
what? Thank you left your phone, Terry. How are y'all?
Hey, Big T. Second one, we just have to get second. I didn't expect that at all. Let's go. Big play there.
Down the ball.
You not respect the equipment around here? You're not gonna talk now?
What do you want me to do?
Not do that? Not be a baby?
Don't out me.
Is that an option, not being a baby?
Not really.
Okay.
You said you were provoked.
I was.
Ah.
By Big
Brandon
T,
knows too. He was
by
provoked.
Big T, by the most
Provoked.
harmless dude we got.
Next.
Oh, harmless. Big T's on a hot streak. I don't know if you know that.
he got on a hot streak by dominating him.
Next.
He wasn't on a hot streak before Saturday.
It's a sub-tier topic on a Monday of football. Next.
I think it was
Sub-tier as you mean JV?
I think it was the most interesting video of the weekend. You couldn't handle it, and you broke a
All
mic.
right.
You threw a mic right at the founder of the company's feet.
Everyone applies by the same rules to me.
I thought full-time Rico was going to be different. I really
What do you want me to do?
Not be this way.
Don't provoke.
Second half of the rundown brought to you by Movement Watches. You heard it here first. Black Friday season is officially here, and so is Movement's biggest sale of the year. It just so happens to be the biggest sale they've ever had. Every single thing is on sale now for a limited time only. That's hundreds of premium watches, blue light glasses, sunnies, and jewelry styles with a fresh new discount just in time for the holidays and all of your gifting needs. Movement has introduced some of their most innovative and premium materials yet this year, as well as some of their most epic special edition releases. And this is your first chance to get them for a huge steal. Ocean Plastic Edition watch made from 100% recycled ocean plastic and features a solar-powered dial. It's sustainable, water-ready, and stylish. Their ceramic edition has white ceramic, which is a rare and difficult material to execute in watch form and is usually really expensive. But Movement cracked the code for an affordable and beautiful ceramic watch, and we're not even halfway through this ad. Elevated and unique look, they've got glossy and ultra-resistant material, the same material used in rockets and other space-bound vessels. Lighter and stronger than steel, it's an unbeatable price point. They've got the Nyjah edition. Olympian and world champion street skateboarder Nyjah Houston's signature special edition watch is on sale now. Movement's, good Lord, you're scrolling down now? Movement's Ever Scroll blue light filtering glasses are a must-have with lenses that protect your eyes and look amazing doing it. I can't believe she's walking in front of the fucking screen right now. You could have gone any direction, Casey. They come in tons of fashion-forward styles to choose from, made with premium 100% acetates and stainless steels, filter at nearly 90% of the most intense blue light rays. Wearable and modern designs to pull your whole look together, the most stylish way to protect your eyes. All on sale now. Save on the most stylish way to protect your eyes while you can. Movement now carries fine jewelry made with 18-karat gold and platinum platings, the perfect elevated gift for loved ones, and they're all on sale for the first time ever. Shop Movement's biggest sale of the, I swear to God. Shop Movement's biggest sale of the year before the rest at movement.com and use code RUNDOWN at checkout. Get free shipping and free returns by going to movement.com/rundown. Go to mvmt.com/rundown.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Great watches.
That was a long
That
read.
was a lot.
Yeah, thank you very
With
much.
reads
Good
like
stuff.
that, you wouldn't think Mississippi was in the top, bottom 10 in literacy in the country?
It sucks now because I want to correct you and say where we are, but it
There's no way you're not bottom 10.
it reaffirms.
Definitely.
We're dead last.
Oh,
But I'm not.
The big 5-0?
I'm not. I think my.
You're putting up the literacy 50
But I think
burger in Mississippi?
all my appearances on the dozen against you reinforce the fact that Mississippi has produced a smarter person than fucking you. That has happened. You had to cheat to beat me.
First of all, you're talking about trivia, which does not measure intelligence. Only people who think that are people who are like
You hear that,
bragging
Jeff
about
Delow?
trivia.
He's shitting on your show.
Second of all,
I believe we're facing off this week.
yes. Second of all, we're facing off this week. Third of all, I'm the Jeopardy champion in this office. That is for a fact.
Stupid cunt. You are not. That's bullshit. That's multiple choice Jeopardy.
No, we played Jeopardy in this office multiple times, and I continually beat Brandon Walker. And Jeopardy.
That's
The
not
official
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy,
That's not Jeopardy.
trivia game show.
Moving on. So the rundown.
It's the fucking Jeopardy
That's
game
not
show. It's
Jeopardy. That's
official.
not Jeopardy.
It is Jeopardy
That's
game
not
show.
fucking Jeopardy. That's press a button and get multiple choice. That's
Oh,
not
I'm
Jeopardy.
sorry. If you don't need to press a button and ring in fast in the real life
Do you
Jeopardy.
get multiple choice in real life Jeopardy?
If
You'd
you're
just be
smart
sitting
enough,
there
you can
clueless.
narrow it down to like 3 or 4 options.
Hey, you're not.
How do you know that?
I've seen you try to do things.
But I beat you multiple times.
A
7
rock
o'clock.
star named Sophia Urista.
7 o'clock tonight. You two just
So-
flip the TV on, pause it, see who gets the most answers. Let's settle this once and for all.
Thank
Sophia.
you.
Oh, that
We did that. Me, Tommy, and
Sophia Urista.
She do not be
she's
spoken
on
to.
stage and she says, "I got to go pee, but I don't want to go to the bathroom." She brings a male fan on stage, lays him down, and pisses right in his face.
Is this in the U.S.?
Yeah, Florida.
Kind
Florida.
of. Yeah. Close.
It's a lunacy down in Florida.
You got any musical acts you'd let piss on your face?
She did it on his face?
His face.
yeah.
She just squatted right down on him. I don't know how
I mean,
girls
some
pee,
people
but
get off with that.
that's what she did.
What's that show? Billions? Paul Giamatti?
Yeah.
Pig vomit? He lets
Because
it
then
live.
you got to think, even if you were their biggest fan, then you would immediately not like them.
I think if you lay and let them pee on you, you like them to a point where it doesn't matter.
So you would let Whitney Houston piss on your face?
She's dead. No, I wouldn't. I wasn't a huge Whitney Houston fan. I just recognized the talent. I was more of a Mariah Carey guy. I liked her back in the
Right,
day.
killed it.
Big fan of Mariah. But
Heartbreaker.
But Whitney's talent is immense. Immense.
You don't know who Jake Gyllenhaal is?
Yeah, I do. That was for a fact.
Yeah,
he's an
gonna say-
actor, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's for a fact. It's like tweeting out that you fell down the stairs.
Right.
No, that right there.
Yeah,
Look
sure.
At that. Look at that. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that rug burn?
No, yeah, it is from the rug.
Looks like a little makeup.
That's makeup. I fell down the stairs. Look at that.
I don't
All up and down my arms. My
Thinking
ankles
about
a
Jake
mess.
Gyllenhaal.
Some would say you're unathletic.
They'd be lying. There's not an athletic competition they've invented you could beat me at.
Trista Crick beat you in basketball. You
I did
dumb
that for her
bummocks.
show. I did that for her show.
Oh yeah, you'll let her win?
I did that for effect. I didn't know she was going to flame out and not be here anymore. Would have beat her by 20.
He does have a point.
Oh, nobody's talked about this on the rundown yet because I think it happened Friday or Saturday. Dave putting public his email exchange with the writer from the New Yorker. The writer from the New Yorker refused to do audio, video with Dave, or refused to do video, but clearly wanted to interview Dave for a story. Dave believes he sniffed it out that it was going to be a hit piece timed with the other hit piece. What do you guys make of this?
He's dunking on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, ain't no
So the
fun
other
when the
coach-
rabbit's got the gun.
Correct,
But
yeah.
it's funny because in my mind, at least, you get the audio, like the video doesn't matter, so like it's kind of like Dave do it. But the guy, the writer, has like a film and video agent. So
He's been on video.
He's been
many
on
times,
video
yeah.
before. Why don't you just fucking do the video?
Yeah.
Also, I
dunking
guess
on
I get the appearance of agreeing not to do video, but ultimately, if you have nothing to, if you are interviewing and it's going to be a straight up interview and you're not going to try to slant it, you're not going to try to do nefarious things, why are you scared of video?
I think that
Why
should
are
be-
you scared of video?
I think that should be across the board. You release the stuff that's been left on the cutting room floor, all videos, all interviews, everywhere. Everywhere. You do a 60 Minutes interview, you see the original footage somewhere. You can go back to it.
I really think in this age of journalism, or what passes for journalism, video could be the savior that evens the playing field for everybody.
Sure.
And
But
that's
people
what-
are still going to be too lazy to really like get down into the.
Well, it's not
nitty-gritty.
laziness. It's fear of having your methods exposed, right? You're not going to have the bullets in your gun anymore if the other person can say, "Look, this is how it happened."
Right.
But I think you could still manipulate it because people are still going to be blinders on and not really search for the truth.
Speaking of bad video, did you guys see this awful Saturday Night Live skit? This also awful SNL skit with Pete Davidson, with what was he, Joe Rogan and Big Bird?
I only saw a 30-second clip, I'll be honest.
That's pretty much the only clip we've all seen.
Yeah.
That's-
What was the last SNL episode you watched?
So I haven't watched it in years, but
You
my
dropped
thing-
a Hans and Franz reference.
My
today.
thing is, every generation of Americans since 1975 has stopped and said, SNL was a lot funnier when I was young. And that's true. But now, I just don't think it's funny. I don't think there's anybody that finds it funny. I think it's finally reached a point where the youth of today don't think it's funny.
My brother and sister are younger than me. They watch it, but really, like, they'll be like, oh, it's pretty good. And you'll get, being pretty good is one skit, maybe. Like, Weekend Update's consistent. You like that, but otherwise, Yeah, it's tough.
But people
it's
used to,
just
when
not-
I was growing up, people used to
it's
say
not
Farley
funny.
and Sandler and them weren't funny. And then a generation later, they'd say how funny Farley and Sandler
Well, first
were.
of all, it's
just not
different. It's
funny.
different generations. It was primetime viewing when we were growing up because there wasn't an internet,
Right.
like in the '90s. And second of all, it's kind of like classic rock. There was a bunch of songs written in the '60s and '70s, but we only hear 10% of them because that's what lasts. You think back to the old SNL skits, there were probably duds here and there in every show, but there was probably one or two skits that just elevated it
But I
above
think-
Yeah, but
everything
in
else.
fairness,
Memorable.
in 5 or 6 years, do you see any of these coming back to be oh, that's just randomly thinking on YouTube?
couple.
I think what
couple.
SNL did back
Yeah.
then, though, was
I-
when Bush was president, they would make fun of him. When Clinton was president, they made fun of him mercilessly.
Now
it
you're
doesn't-
getting
no,
now
I'm
you're
just
making it
saying,
political.
Now I do feel like they don't really go as even
Well,
as
that's
they
the other
used
thing,
to.
too, is
and
that-
comedy should be even across the board for everybody.
You do bring up a good point. If you don't follow politics, in and out, most of the skits I'm lost on. I don't watch
I can
the
see
debate,
that.
and then you go back and I'm like, all right, well, I don't get it. If
You didn't like the Tommy Smoke skit last year?
Oh, that was funny. Just the
years
fact that it existed.
Was it 3 years ago? Christ.
Yeah, it was before I got here, I think.
Please Don't Destroy. They're a new group on there. They're very funny. They're going to be the next Lonely Island. It's their
Yeah.
first season. They've been doing Twitter sketches for a while.
Who's this?
They're called Please Don't Destroy. They're just a sketch group. They've had 3 skits so far this season. Great stuff.
And there was a side argument here where Tim Dillon was saying how funny it wasn't, and Michael Shea
yeah.
defended it and said Tim Dillon is a talentless asshole who's actually very, very nice, and he's found a way to be relevant. And what did Tim Dillon call
said
him?
Michael Che's made it far for a drunk who can barely read, and the show sucks.
Okay.
That's pretty biting right there. Drunk who
Colin
can barely
Jost is-
read, might as well host a college basketball
Kylan
podcast.
Jost is an Islander. I got guys in his circle, but I'll always root for Weekend Update, but I don't know.
Greatest SNL character of all time, or actor or actress.
Oh, my top. I like Dana Carvey and Phil Hartman the most, but Will Ferrell has got to be in the short list of the great. And the number one's Eddie Murphy. I don't know why I said all that. Eddie Murphy's number one. Then I like Phil Hartman, Carvey. And I love Ferrell. Those are my top 4, I guess.
To me, it's growing up. Even though I don't love his movies down the road. Ferrell has the most clips where you can pull it back up.
Yeah, Ferrell's got.
I just think of him in
you know,
SNL.
You know how they all have best ofs? Ferrell has 3 of them. He's at 3 best of volumes for SNL. But Eddie Murphy, best of Saturday Night Live, is the best Saturday Night Live tape that's ever existed.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Mr. Robinson.
Robinson's
Yeah,
Neighborhood.
yeah.
Yes.
But he
Did
was.
you go back and watch Belushi?
I didn't. I never. If it happens before, I never could
Yeah,
find that
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Like Gilda Radner, I never could make it be funny to me. I'm sure it was funny in the day, but it
Right.
wasn't funny going back.
Dana Carvey, though.
Dana Carvey's excellent.
I'm shocked he didn't explode as little as he did.
I think Phil
afterwards.
Hartman would have too if it hadn't happened
did.
the way it did. But,
Shots fired, Lionel Hutz.
well, yeah, but he died in '94. Phil
Hartman? He was
Yeah,
killed.
but that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Don't say shots fired. Somebody shot him.
I was
Did you
talking
not
about
know that?
I was talking about Lionel Hutz.
You do not know the Phil Hartman
I know the
backstory?
Phil Hartman.
wife
Yeah, his third wife
Popped him.
killed him.
Yeah.
No, I was saying shots fired at you at his career.
Yeah, but he would have blown up exponentially bigger if he had lived longer. Like, he was on what was it, News Radio, which is a criminally underrated sitcom. He was very good on.
He was in
Joe Rogan
Jingle
guy.
All the Way.
Yes.
Was he really? I never
Phil
saw
Hartman?
that. Yeah.
You haven't seen that?
I was 15 by the time that came out. I wasn't
Watch that
watching
with your
Christmas
kids.
movies.
It's good. It's good, right, Hubs? Great. Yeah. Jingle All the Way is top 5 Christmas movie. That's top. Yeah, top 7.
Kind of want to bring Keegs back and do that argument again.
Wrap it up. Take
He's
your
not
loss.
paying attention. I didn't take a loss. It was a draw, if anything.
You're going to wake up tomorrow and figure out you made a big loss.
You're gonna have a lot of
Yeah.
Twitter accounts coming at you.
You fired
after
on
this
Fort
rundown.
Sumner on that one.
I will stand
I
up for Whitney.
abstain.
I will stand in the breach for Whitney Houston
I'm one of the.
all day, every
I own
day.
3
I'm fine.
Whitney Houston T-shirts, and I abstain from
Hey,
the
where's
argument.
Feidelberg? Get Feidelberg to send out one tweet, and you're a dead man.
Taylor, I said it's Ali Frazier. There's no saying one's way better than the
Hey,
other.
Keegs.
I miss it. I miss what you said before because honestly, I was watching another Taylor Swift music video.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
just
really
saying,
in it. I'm really in it deep.
I enjoyed the argument. It's good.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's a passion of mine.
I
Arguing
don't
for her.
dislike Taylor Swift. I think she's wonderful.
I didn't get that you from that argument that you disliked her at all.
You look
I
like
think
you were
that
about to hit me,
her.
though.
Oh, I just want to hit everybody in the office for even slandering her in the slightest. But I think that the comparison, I think Alyssa was right. The comparison to Whitney Houston is unfair. I don't think that Taylor Swift's not like a ballad woman. Like she's not a Mariah Carey. She's not a Ariana Grande. Like those are different kind of people. I think.
Is
that Taylor
Ariana
Swift
Grande
is, like,
a ballad person?
Definitely. Are you kidding?
I don't know enough.
I
about her.
don't know her
Oh,
songs.
for sure. Yeah, her song.
I stopped listening to new music in 2006.
You should hear her. She does a really good like impersonation thing on Jimmy Fallon. You know when they do those
Yeah,
impersonations,
Wheel of
she can
Impression,
do like yeah. She can do like Celine Dion, Whitney Houston.
I think I'll go watch that video.
Mariah, like all those people. She's so good at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
her
no,
Celine
Taylor's
is
taken over.
unbelievable.
She hasn't stopped working. She put out another music video today, directed by Blake Lively, her best friend. I don't know if you guys know that. One of her best friends. She's a lot of besties. but
Yeah, the best friend is also Mariska Hargitay.
Mariska Hargitay. She named her cat after her.
Yes.
Named her cat
How many
Olivia
best friends
Benson.
she got?
And
She got a
Selena
lot.
Gomez.
She's got a lot
Is
of
she?
friends. Selena
Selena
Gomez is like her
Gomez.
for real
Yeah.
friend. Like that's like a long time friend. But I think that yeah, she's got a lot of girls on her side.
I would love her to. I know she does her original music. I would love to see her like flex on everybody and do like acoustic or like covers or.
Okay,
She's
well,
done that.
I say she's done that all day
she had
long,
some
but also
early acoustics.
her latest
Really?
albums, the
Wow.
ones
Whole
that just
album?
came out last year. People forget she put out 2 albums last year, Folklore and Evermore, which are entirely what you're talking about.
Her early
Yeah.
country
folky.
though was some of it was acoustic.
Okay.
Yeah, she has a lot of acoustic stuff. She has an acoustic version of State of Grace on her re-release of Red.
All right.
That's it.
I like how fired up you get about this.
I get real fired up about it. I love her so much, so much.
Okay.
I put my life on the line for her.
And that, look at those eyes. That times 1,000,000 is what you're going to be seeing tomorrow morning when you wake up.
It's fine.
Glad I
No, I
abstained.
don't
I
think
got
it
us
is.
out of the
for
fire.
what?
I
See you tomorrow
abstained.
morning for what? What are you doing tomorrow morning?
He thinks that when this comes out, all the Taylor Swift fans are going to get mad at me.
Oh, they might.
I'm
They
saying
might.
she's
Might.
fine.
I don't
She's a
think that you're
talented
saying-
person. She's a wonderful singer. She's not Whitney Houston.
Yeah, no.
That's all.
You haven't said like bad things about her.
No.
People like Noah on Chicks in the Office said like, oh well, you know, what's the deal with the songs? Like, is it even that great? He's been getting hated on all day. He's been called a misogynist all day long, like by Taylor Swift fans. So
Is he a
it's like
misogynist?
what he said
He
was
works at
basically
Barstool.
like, what did Jake Gyllenhaal do? Like it was just kind of in defense of like, you can't defend
did
any of the men
you
she's
know
singing
she
about.
dated Jake Gyllenhaal?
I've been
And-
hearing about that.
That's better.
And Harry Styles?
John
Harry
Mayer too.
Styles,
John
John Mayer.
Mayer,
Well,
yes.
well, that's gonna be a whole nother thing when John Mayer, when she redoes the Speak Now album. There's a song on there called Dear John that's literally for John Mayer, and it's written in the style of a John Mayer song, so it even sounds like one of his songs. It's so good, one of my favorite songs ever. But people hate him so much for that. Like they hate him on another level, more than Jake Gyllenhaal probably. So I don't even know what's gonna happen when that happens. But John Mayer was like responding to people in the DMs over the weekend. People were like giving him shit, being like, just get yourself ready, whatever. And he was like, why are you responding to me? Like all angry. Like I've been hearing about this all weekend. Like what's everybody's problem? And he's stupid for not realizing what the issue is. Like not realizing obviously this is gonna happen. I don't know. It's gonna
John
be
Mayer's
a rough
unbelievable too,
year
though.
for all these men. I have a feeling.
John Mayer's unbelievable too, though.
He's so great. Oh, I love him. I love him. But it's hard because of my love for Taylor. at
What
the
would
same
you
time.
call someone who is involved in many relationships?
What would you call him, Smitty?
Thank you.
Someone who loves love.
Okay, good answer.
Trying
What do you
to
think I
find the
would
one.
call?
You can't
What
victimize
do
them.
you think I would call?
I'm not putting words in your mouth.
I know. Obviously, you're not. Where are you trying to get me to go? What is my question?
I'm trying to get you anywhere. I'm trying to get an honest opinion from you about Taylor Swift.
That's the rundown.
Wait, I thought Nate, you asked for that? I just wanted to get a little fireworks, you know? A little fireworks. What he said. What was Brandon's a cunt was the quote from Nate.
That's a good ending. All right, that's the rundown.